Happy Monday. I see Ken's back in the seat.
Back in the anchor booth.
Ken was back. Now we got no Bell. We got King Louie this week.
Yeah, I got Brother Louie.
That's right. What's happening? Louie's here.
How y'all feeling?
Ready to roll?
It's a little too chilly for me, Brother Louie. I think we need to. I can't wait for summer.
You can't wait for summer. Summer is here, Ken, and that brings us to this because you weren't here last week.
Now it's time for the Swamp Ass News Report with the weather wizard, Ken Weaver.
Oh, little swamp ass.
We're about midway on the swamp ass meter, boys. Feels like temperature is 100 degrees.
Okay, so 100 degrees. We're about, what, a 2.5, 3?
About a 2.5. I think 2.5, 3, because didn't we say we're off the charts after 105?
Yeah, after 105, there is no reading for that. It's just gross. Best thing to describe is just gross.
Yeah. So now it may go down a little bit because I see that there's some cloud cover building, and the actual temperature right now is 91 over at BNA.
Okay.
But the 56% humidity is what is making it feel like 100.
Yeah. That is nasty.
Yeah.
It's going to be nasty out there this whole week, right? Am I getting that right? We're going to be gross the whole week?
Oh, yeah. Wednesday is going to be the day. It looks like Wednesday, the actual temperature on Wednesday, where was it? 98. The actual temperature.
98.
Yes.
Is where we're going on Wednesday.
That'll be the day I will be shoving a frozen bag of peas down my pants to drive to work without any air conditioning.
Oh, my Lord. It's going to be ugly out there. But that's all we're saying. We want to keep you guys abreast of the situation because you're going to be outside. You want to make sure you drink enough water.
Yeah.
That's vitally important.
Not alcohol.
Yes.
Alcohol, it makes it worse.
Yes. Don't do the alcohol. Just be smart. I mean, it's the best thing that we could tell you guys to do because it's going to be gross. I tell you, I played pickleball this weekend. I played indoors because it's gross and I don't want to be out in a gross area. That's not what I'm interested in. I want to be somewhere nice. I want to be somewhere cool. And you know what's interesting is I play with some people, just out there, just random.
Yeah.
And they were talking about two things. They're talking about that couple at the...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a big topic of conversation. And
Dude.
Epstein, again, not because of the political side of it, just because of the salaciousness.
Mm-hmm.
People that I know have, outside of Trump walking in, most any other politician would walk in, they'd have no idea who they were. But because of the salaciousness of it, that's what it was. But, man, that couple. Do you see how many views it's gotten?
I have not.
Like 130 million views.
Man.
And he's done. She's done.
Yeah. She's the HR director.
She's the HR director. She was the, they called her like, she's like the champion of people. Whatever it was, she's not that anymore.
The champion of
whatever
people.
Stupid thing they come up with. Right? Like, that's because they all change it to make you feel better.
Right.
Like when they're doing a Belmont. It's like, it's not DEI. It's kindness to fluffy kitties. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge is the way they go. We know what you're doing. Right? It's the same thing. You've just put a different spin on it. And that's what her title was. Something ridiculous like that. Because that's what you do is ridiculousness.
Bad thing about this is, man, it's the families that
totally
are involved. I feel sorry for those kids.
Yeah, you're dragged. And a week ago, nobody knew who any of these people were.
Nobody.
I mean, maybe the financial world because,
Sure.
they had he has done really well as their CEO. He's raised a ton of money for them. Were doing quite well. But outside of that, outside of the business channel, nobody know who these people were. Now, your husband and your wife, both sides, their lives have been spun upside down.
Yeah.
His wife had to get rid of all of her social media.
Yeah.
She couldn't even leave the house. The kids now are like, I don't really want to start school.
No, man. See, that's the heartbreaking part.
That is the heartbreaking part.
I mean, there is the, just the, you got caught cheating.
You got caught cheating. I mean, there's no doubt you got caught cheating. That's the reality.
And it was the reaction, too. They knew it.
Yeah.
It's like they couldn't even play it off.
No.
I mean, dude just disappeared.
He did. She just ducked down. I mean, there was nothing they could do. They were caught. And if they would have I was sitting there going, man, if they would have just
Just kind of played it
off and kissed and not made such a big deal about it, could they have gotten away with some of it? But this goes to show you, people, it only takes something that minor to jump from the obscure to the political world, to the pop culture world, where now it's got a mind of its own, and it's not going anywhere.
Right.
They're on the front page of every newspaper. They're on, my God, they're on leading today, Good Morning America.
Yes.
Every sports team this week had a bizarre, kiss cam hilarity. Did you see that?
Yes.
Guy he holds up a sign. I brought my wife.
Well, then I don't know the lead singer of Coldplay. I can't not remember his name. Chris
Martin.
Yeah, Chris Martin. Apparently, at the concert after this particular show, he put out a warning. He said, "We're getting ready to fire up the kiss cam. Just want to let everybody know."
Yeah, I mean, it's just. But there's one of those things where we're sitting there, and it's everywhere. Playing pickleball, people are talking about it.
Oh yeah,
I'm playing pickleball. People are talking about
it's one of those water cooler stories.
Stories. And that's kind of what happened with the whole Epstein thing. It became like a water cooler thing for people who don't follow politics. They're not interested in the politics.
No.
They're interested in the salaciousness of it. Kind of like that lady that 17-year-old that allegedly killed that person on a waterboard in Maine. There's something about something that grabs a story, becomes headline news, and it runs from there. And it rarely does it have anything to do with politics. It has to do with the pop culture aspect of it. And these people got caught out. And there's what's your next gig? You remember me? Because you're good at doing your thing,
yep,
which was raising money and running this company. You're not good at having an affair. Why would, first of all, shame that you went to a Coldplay concert.
Yeah.
Should have ducked for that. Secondly, what are you going to do? Honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, you were the HR lady. What are you going to do now? And her husband apparently is the CEO of a rum company.
Right.
Yeah, so it's all going sideways for her. Ooh.
Just like that, man.
And just like that. And you don't know what their life is, right?
Right.
She could have said, look, I don't care that you have an affair. Just stay together for the kids.
Right.
Just don't bring it home. Well, you brought it home.
Yeah, it's been brought home all right.
Yeah, and for her, everybody said she was divorced, and she wasn't. She was married. They had a Brady Bunch family. And now that's kind of been ruined. I would say so. Ooh, man, you better watch out. You better. How was your trip, man?
It was good. It was good. No, didn't run into any tornadoes or anything like that, which was quite different from the last trip in April I took home. We didn't run into tornadoes, but just storms. I mean, just constant thunderstorms with torrential rain. It went from Tulsa all the way to Memphis before there was any break, that trip.
Wow.
But this one, it was cool, man. It was just partly cloudy skies. Didn't run into any rain. Now, it was hot. I mean, it's just as hot in Oklahoma as it is here.
Yeah.
But visited with the family, and we'll do it again in November.
We had 3 or 4 days last week that were gorgeous. I mean, they were a little warm a couple days, but they weren't bad. And I was trying to tell, my wife and I were talking about this the other day. When you're in Arizona and it's 120, you don't have any days, once it gets to that level, like in June all the way through August and September, where you don't have a day where it's 100, where it's not 120, 115, 118.
Right.
Every day.
That is just how it is.
Where here, you will have 3 days, swamp ass, level 3, 4, maybe a 5.
Yeah.
And then you'll have some days where it's totally a beautiful day.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a couple days last week that were gorgeous.
All
just
right.
ridiculously gorgeous. I loved it. We need more of that.
That's the way to go, Brother Chad.
That is the way to go. So much stuff to get. We don't have Bell this week. He quit for the week. We got Louie. So weird. The band can't be back together. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. We're going to talk a bit about immigration. Obviously, this is a perfect example of why the failure of the Democrats and this ridiculousness of how is this guy who shot an off-duty Border Patrol agent, how is he out?
Yeah.
Take away that he's here illegally, right, in the politics. How is a human being who's done the things he's accused of out at all, a citizen or not, is beyond me. But welcome to the new world of, hey, you know what? You just get to go free whenever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Talk a little bit about the news. What did you think of the news thing when you heard the story?
I think it's, honestly, I get it. It's a horrible symbol, but I just think it's somebody did something stupid.
Yeah.
I don't see it as being a big white supremacist conspiracy.
Yeah, it's hard.
There's just stupid people that do stupid things,
people.
man.
There's so many. Well, have you met America? If you guys have ever met America, you'd be like, yeah, you're right. You guys are some stupid people out there. But it is last week I was like, because then everybody's going to go to the Bubba Watson thing and what happened there and ended up being not what everybody thinks. And we overreact in some situations and maybe we don't have the right reaction in others. I just think, like you said, I think it's a stupid thing. And to shut down, we're not going to do anything until where's all the cameras? You guys don't have cameras out there?
There's got to be there's cameras everywhere,
My
man.
God, I know there's cameras everywhere because 2 people caught making out at a Coldplay concert.
Well, they were canoodling.
They were canoodling. Their best bet would be to have kissed.
Yeah.
Right? Bury their face.
And then, nobody would recognize
Nobody
them.
would recognize them. That would have been their best bet. But then he went, oh, they're either embarrassed, they're either shy, or they're having an affair.
I mean, that dude just ducks and runs, man.
Oh, my Lord.
He is out.
He is, yeah. Well, he's out.
Yeah,
out. Career. I mean, it's over. It's over. Now you got to go be a consultant somewhere and hope that nobody recognizes you. And everywhere you go now, you can be like, are you the dude? Yes. Yes, I'm him.
Well, I mean, Brother Chad, maybe Love Island will have a second season.
I still, to this day, I didn't even know you could win Love Island. I had no idea. Somebody won that thing last week.
Yeah, they won it.
How do you win Love Island?
I don't know. I don't know how they did that. I think you had like a couple. You had 2 couples at the end, and I guess. Well, judges.
Well, like what? Like you guys were the best that cheated on each other? I don't even know what it's about. Like you guys are amazing. I think it's pretty. I just thought it was like you put them out there. They're all good-looking people. Right? There's never a guy that's 3 bills, right?
Yeah.
Or a girl that's got cankles. It's none of that stuff.
No.
It's always like beautiful people. And you think, okay, well, then everybody just goes around and they make out with each other and they think they're coupling up and then they bring the surprises. We're bringing in your girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
And then that's it. And then they're like, somebody won. I'm like, how do you win? How do you win that thing?
How does this thing get
How do you get points?
Yeah. And how does it get hundreds of millions of viewers?
I have no idea. If anybody's watched Love Island, please explain to me how you get points.
Yeah.
We are curious about that. Okay, the viewers, everybody likes a little trash.
Everybody likes that, yeah, but you're right, the points.
How do you get points? It's like, that's what I want to know. I want to know what happens where somebody goes, oh, Timmy's going to get 12 points for that.
He gets the full 20 points for that?
Yeah, like what's that mean? What's that mean in this world we live in? We'd like to know. A lot of stuff still to get to today. Hunter Biden losing his mind in an interview. I'm going to give you guys just a snippet of this.
I can't wait.
Just a snippet right here. Let's just say I had to spend 30 minutes bleeping.
I bet.
Okay, here's a snippet of Hunter Biden. I could barely get through this, and I'm thinking there's no way that this is him.
But him.
That is just a snippet of him losing his mind in an interview about Trump, about Obama, about Clooney. It's pretty spectacular. We got some of that, a bunch of other good stuff. Reach out to us across all of our social media. Hope all is well with you on this beautiful Monday. It is the Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. All right, Ken, this is how you win Love Island.
All right, let's hear.
You find a genuine connection. You stayed coupled, okay, real or strategic. You be likable to the public. Man, this is so us right here. Navigate recouplings smartly. So don't get mugged off. That's betrayed. And know when to stay loyal and when to recouple. Survive Casa Amor. Avoid getting dumped. So don't suck.
Yeah.
Then you make it to the final, and then really it's up to the crowds to pick you. So there you go.
Oh, so it's up to the viewers.
It's up to the viewers. Right?
Okay.
I would love it if you were walking around all day with a scoreboard to see who's in the lead. Wouldn't that be awesome?
They're the better lovers.
They're the best. They're the best.
They're the best lovers.
Speaking of Trump and lovers, the Commanders.
Now that it's been changed, a lot of people have frankly gotten used to it. The Commanders just came off of their best season in decades, reaching the NFC Championship game. The ownership group says that they're not intending to change this. And there really isn't an active issue that the president is talking about here. The deal to transfer ownership rights to the stadium site, the proposed stadium site, the old RFK Stadium, is already in place with or without the president's involvement. Of course, he can make things complicated if he wants to, but he seems to be raising this kind of out of nowhere.
The fact that he wants them to change their names back from the Guardians to the Indians and from the Commanders to the Redskins is this is such a Trump thing to do.
What'd he say?
So he's basically saying, "Hey, you guys went from the Cleveland Indians to the Guardians. Change your name back." And by the way, you guys over here, you want this the stadium deal so bad in D.C.? Yeah, you better go back to the Redskins or else. And they're like, we've already got the deal.
Oh, my God.
We already got you can't. The deal's already in place.
Oh.
You should go back. People want that name, and I'm like, who cares?
It's either the Redskins or the Dire Wolves.
You know what? Their best name was when they were just called the football club.
Yeah, that's right. They were called the football club.
Remember that for a couple of years? Everybody loved that, the Washington football team or whatever they're called. It was mysterious and kind of cool. But he's like, or else what? Oh, my Lord. The deal's done. Do you think that what are you going to come in and go, no, you guys can't build a stadium here? That is such a Trump thing to do.
Oh, man.
Goodness me. It's fantastic. You guys are going to love it. It's going to be great. The Redskins are here. If they win the Super Bowl, he's calling them the Redskins when they come in.
Oh, yeah.
Regardless of the name that they are. It's the Redskins. They would have won sooner if they'd have been the Redskins, though. They chose no. No.
They'll not be allowed to play in the Super Bowl otherwise.
And the Guardians is kind of a stupid name. It
Yeah,
really is.
I don't get that.
So if you go to Cleveland, God willing, you don't. If you go to Cleveland, and I've been to Cleveland on a few occasions, on the bridges, there is guardians of traffic. And that's why they're called the Guardians. Like of travelers. But really, it's of traffic. It's so ridiculous. It is. So the Braves haven't changed their name. I don't think they will. I don't think the Braves will. And we know the Seminoles in Florida will never change their name because the Seminole Nation that is associated with the college doesn't want them to. What about the Sooners?
Yeah, the Sooners.
They're going to change their name?
If they have another season like they did last year, they better.
Oh, my God, that was not a good year. Are you excited, man? What are we like?
I absolutely
6
am
weeks.
excited.
I saw today, I think we're 46 days away from the start of the NFL season.
Football.
And they start this week. Camp's open this week, I think.
I believe so.
And I saw that Levis is out.
Yeah, Levis is going to have Matt Murphy surgery.
Yeah, is that what that is?
Well, I don't know if it's the same thing Brother Murphy had.
He's like, I can't hold this water this long.
He's going to be out for the season, man. But
he was already out for the season.
Yeah. Cameron Ward is that's Cameron Ward's starting job to lose.
And you know what? I've heard nothing but good things about him, and I hope he's quick. And he better be sturdy because that thing leaks like a sieve.
Yeah, that
line.
I think they got a couple of guys that could help, but that was the problem last year, man. I mean, the second the ball was snapped, somebody was on the wheel. Yeah. I mean, he was running for his life. And then, there were times where if he did have time, he just wasn't making good decisions.
No, he wasn't making good decisions. But you know what? If you have no time to throw the football, I don't care how good you are.
Yeah.
It's not going to go well for you.
Right, yeah, you've got 350-pound dudes coming at you.
They can run as fast as a bear.
As you?
Yeah. At you.
Yeah.
You're 240, and they outweigh you by 110 pounds, and they're as fast as you. And they're angry. Think about that for a second. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot this. The Chiefs and the Blackhawks are also two teams with names that would be considered objectionable in today's world. For me, I have no problem with it. I have a T-shirt that says the Caucasians on it. It's like made the Indians, just a bunch of white guys. It's hilarious. The Caucasians. We're a really good team. Fantastic. Coming up, we're going to get to Hunter Biden's insanity, a little bit about Colbert as well, and later on at the end of this hour, we're going to start something new here every day. It's called the Urban Word of the Day. This is where we teach you what the young kids are saying out there that you may not know.
So we can be cool, too.
So we can be cool because your kids may say something, your grandkids, you're like, I have no idea what you just said. We're going to teach you, okay? We're going to put it in a sentence so you will understand it. That's what we do here.
Right.
All right. This is
I'm going to be cool, man.
We're going to be very cool, all right? We're going to be on point. It's the Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. So, I don't know why. Why? It's crazy. I don't know why Hunter Biden was being interviewed, but I got some cuts, and they are crazy. That's the best way to describe it. Let's start with him on, let's go with immigration. We'll start there. I want to make sure I got all the beeps in here because I will tell you this. There is, he's got a potty mouth. That's the best way to describe it.
For someone, am I going to be like all these Democrats say, you have to talk about and realize that people are really upset about illegal immigration. You. How do you think your hotel room gets cleaned? How do you think you got food on your table? Who do you think washes your dishes? Who do you think does your garden? Who do you think is here by the sheer just grit and will that they figured out a way to get here because they thought that they could give themselves and their family a better chance? And he's somehow convinced all of us that these people are the criminals?
Put the pipe down, Hunter.
No, or get it, because I think when he's on it, a little bit less jumpy. Right? Like when he's got some, he's like, oh, he's kind of calm right now.
Yeah, he is kind of calm there, yeah.
Let's go and move to this one. Again, he is very upset. I hope I got all the beeps. King Louie's in there ready to hit the dump button just in case.
And he's somehow convinced all of us that these people are the white men in America are 45 more times likely to commit a violent crime than an immigrant. And the media says, well, you got David Axelrod and, Rahm Emanuel. So smart Rahm Emanuel. He said, we got to understand that these people are really mad. And we got to appeal to these white voters. Rahm, the only people that can appeal to those white voters was Joe Biden, 81 years old. And he got 81 million votes. And he did not because he appeased their Trumpian sense, but because he challenged it.
Whew. Potty mouth.
Man,
he's not done though. He's about ready. Wait till we get to the George Clooney one. Oh,
he got a little something to say about George Clooney.
Here we go.
And he said, you can be an 81-year-old Catholic from Scranton that doesn't understand it, but still has empathy for transgender people and immigrants.
What?
And then nobody said, oh, Joe Biden's going to turn us into a socialist state, no matter how much they said it. But these guys think that we need to run away from all values in order for us to lead. I say, f*** you. How are we getting those people back from El Salvador? Because I'll tell you what, if I became president in 2 years from now, or 4 years from now, or 3 years from now, I would pick up the phone and call the president of El Salvador and say, you either send them back or I'm going to invade. It's a crime what they're doing. He's a dictator thug.
Bukele or Trump?
Both.
Oh.
Keep it classy, Hunter.
Keeping it classy. And he's going to invade El Salvador if he had his way to go back and get the people. Look, are all of them we've more than questioned a few of the people that have been sent there, and maybe we overdid a little bit.
Yeah.
But a vast majority of them, were bad hombres, and we're moving on with ourselves. If you're going to invade a nation to break out everybody, find out who was sent there, how are you going to do this, Hunter?
Yeah.
Now, this is when he gets into everybody who turned on him, including Clooney.
But him, and everybody around him. I don't have to be nice. Number one, I agree with Quentin Tarantino. George Clooney is not a actor. He is a I don't know what he is. He's a brand. And by the way, and God bless him. You know what? He supposedly treats his friends really well. You know what I mean? Buys them things. And he's got a really great place in Lake Como. And he's great friends with Barack Obama. You, what do you have to do with anything? Why do I have to listen to you? What right do you have to step on a man who's given 52 years of his life to the service of this country?
Well, I'll tell you why, because he put his name on a whole bunch of people giving money to your dad when he realized my name's on this, and I realized you're not capable of handling this job. That's why. When you put your name on something and it goes sideways, that's your name. And Clooney realized, I can't do this. I'm lying to the American people. And he was at least honest enough to admit it.
Yeah.
When others weren't.
And decide that you, George Clooney, are going to take out basically a full-page ad in the New York Times to me and James Carville, who hasn't run a race in 40 years, and David Axelrod, who had one success in his political life, and that was Barack Obama. And that was because of Barack Obama, not because of David Axelrod. And David Plouffe, and all of these guys, and the Pod Save America guys, who were junior speechwriters in, on Barack Obama's Senate staff, who've been dining out on the relationship with him for years, making millions of dollars. The Anita Dunns of the world, who's made $40-50 million off the Democratic Party. They're all going to insert their judgment over a man who has figured out, unlike anybody else, how to get elected to the United States Senate over 7 times.
Oh.
How to pass more legislation than any president in history. How to have a better midterm election than anybody in history, and how to garner more votes than any president that has ever run. And they're going to replace their judgment for his. Who's Jake Tapper's audience? Jake Tapper.
Now he goes off on poor Jake Tapper, right? And poor Jake's got enough problems, right? Nobody watches his show. His book sucks. His book should have been, I knew what was going on, but I didn't want to say it. Brought to you by me. Then he goes off on poor Jake, like, who's watching Jake?
Jake Tapper.
My mom or something? I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
For real, though. I don't even think it's your mom anymore.
No.
By the numbers, what influence does Jake Tapper have over anything? He has the smallest audience on cable news. And beyond that, I think that the book is right now on Amazon that he put out. I mean, his ratings just went to shit after he put the book out. You know, they did a 2-week infomercial for it. I mean, it was such a money grab, such a disservice to everybody that he serves with.
Woo. He also said that night of the, stop me if you guys have heard this one, Roseanne, that night of the debate, somebody gave him Ambien.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They did that to Roseanne, too. And then she said something that was racist and got kicked off television. Oh, my Lord, is he upset? Oh, and by the way, I was doing great in the White House. We had all kinds of stuff going on. I could do anything I wanted. I had cocaine. I can't even get my cocaine back. That's what I feel like he should have said. Yeah, look, this is a perfect example of more than I think Joe. She, the doctor, Jill, and Hunter didn't want to let it go. That was it for months. We talked a little bit about it on the show, but for months, I had heard that they were the ones who fought the hardest because they didn't want to give up the stuff. They enjoyed the stuff, the lifestyle, all of the things. And now they got, well, whatever it is that they got. I don't think they're hurting. I don't think they're worried about anything. I don't think they're worried about going to jail and whether or not they're going to get rid of you know, the are they going to go look at the pens? Are they going to see what's going on with the pens? Maybe, but I doubt they're going to do any of that stuff. But when you listen to him, he's just like, he is so pissed and angry because it's not about dad, being mean to dad. It's about the fact that, well, their stuff's gone. They like the stuff. They love being able to cruise through all of the traffic without having to wait. They love the fact that they had people surrounding them all day to do anything they asked, that they had people guarding them all day. They don't have that now. What they have now is nothing, and they're not getting it back. That's the other part of it. None of that is coming back anytime soon because Hunter's not doing anything. The guy that should have been president was his brother. If you listen to anybody talk, Hunter's not going to be president. And Jill, well, and Joe's done. So there you go, kids. There you go. Although maybe in his mind, in a lucid moment, he thinks, I could run again. I could run again. Over the weekend, dude shot New York. Happened to be a border agent. He was off duty. He was in plain clothes with a girl. They were hanging out and shot. The reality of what took place, though, is how bad these cities are across the board with just allowing people to wander out of jail no matter how bad they seem to be. And this guy, man, he had all kinds of things he was wanted for, all kinds of things he'd been accused of. And you're thinking to yourself, What else is there? Oh, he also had orders to be removed on more than a few occasions, and nothing was done.
Miguel Francisco Moro Nunez and has a rap sheet that is a mile long. He was arrested. He was charged with grand larceny and also assault. The state of Massachusetts has an active warrant out for him for armed robbery with a firearm. He also has many other charges against him, such as kidnapping and witness intimidation. There's absolutely zero reason that someone who is scum of the earth like this should be running loose on the streets of New York City. He was arrested 4 different times in New York City, and because of the mayor's policies and sanctuary city policies, was released back to do harm to people and to individuals living in this city. Make no mistake, this officer is in the hospital today fighting for his life because of the policies of the mayor of this city.
Well, I don't know if it's so much the mayor of the city, because Adams has said over and over again, that wasn't my gig. You've got these people battling all the time, trying to see who can outmaneuver each other and being the most sanctuary of sanctuaries when it comes to cities. This is the issue that is such a struggle, and the Democrats don't get. Look, do I understand why you aren't thrilled by the fact that, you know what, the little lady down the street thrown out, she's been here for a long time. You know what? Okay, we can have that conversation, and we're having that because Trump is having that now, trying to figure out how not to give amnesty, but find a pathway for people to stay kind of thing. But when you go and you allow people to essentially run free with zero repercussions, no fear of ever doing any time, and turn them loose all the time, this is what you get. And when we've got 2 agencies that are supposed to be about America, right? One of them is our federal agency, Border Patrol, ICE, all that stuff. The other one are supposed to be police officers, DAs of cities, sanctuary cities, who for whatever reason decide that one of our agencies is so evil that we'll have nothing to do with them. So turning people over who are wanted for all kinds of things. And by the way, take away the what he's wanted for scenario. He's got orders to be removed. So he's went through the system. He's done the things that everybody keeps saying, all they want is due process. And you give them the due process, and that still isn't enough. This is why you continue to lose. This is why, Democrats, you fail over and over and over again. Common sense evades you, and this is one of those things where it's bitch in the ass. There's no doubt about that. Coming up, you may not be hip to the lingo of the kids. I've got kids. I kind of get hip to the lingo because I ask them, but because I'm online all day and I find out all the lingo, we're going to get you lingoed up, if you will. It's called the Urban Word of the Day. We're going to give you what the cool kids are talking about. What are the youngsters talking about? Grandma, grandpa, dad, mom, maybe you don't know. You've heard a word, but you don't want to say something. And your kids will look at you like, hey. We're going to make sure that you look right back at them and laugh because you know exactly what they're talking about. We'll do that straight ahead. It is the Chad Benson Show, Super Talk 99.7. Wait a minute. That's
Theo.
Really?
Yes.
Whoa.
He was on vacation.
Holy guacamole. Man, got to learn to swim, people.
Yeah, I don't know the
Don't know the particulars.
I don't know the
Could've been bad.
particulars,
man,
but
that's a shocking thing.
Yeah, man. I love Theo. Well, I love Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Yeah.
I mean, he just seems like a really great guy.
I mean, we all love the Cosby's up until everybody started figuring out, when I can't watch it.
Yeah, what happened to Bill?
Yeah, but
or what Bill did.
What Bill did to everybody else.
Yeah.
But understand that, man, that show in our lifetime, there was nothing bigger for a while.
Nothing touched it.
Cosby was so massive. And in fact, the number 2 show for a while was a spinoff of the Cosbys.
That's right.
Right? Was it not the Real World or whatever it was, but it was one of those shows. It was just incredible. It was incredible. Well, that's a tragedy.
Yeah, it is, man.
We like to have fun on this show. I got youngsters. They say stuff sometimes like, what the hell are you two talking about? Well, we need to help ourselves around here, guys. I'm in my 50s. We're all here. The only one. How old are you there, Louis? What are you? Like 30, 25?
Yeah, I just turned 30 back in May.
So he will probably understand some of this because he's a little bit hipper than cooler.
Well,
than we
and
are.
Nothing on Louis hurts yet.
No, nothing. Wait till you take that nap, and then you can't wake up. Man.
That's right, Louis.
You can't wake up without going, oh, my God, I can't move. My neck. I need to see somebody. I need to get to, oh, my Lord. Oh. So we're starting something new here every single day. We're going to give you guys the ins and outs of what the kids are saying, the slang words of the day. Back when we were younger, it was cool. Ooh, man, that's hot. Things like that. It's different nowadays. Call this the urban word of the day.
Now it's time for the urban word of the day. The young have a vocabulary all their own, and we break it down for you. It's called the urban word of the day.
Today's word, Riz. R-I-Z-Z. Do you know what that means?
I do not.
It's like charisma. All right? Somebody who's got it. Let's use it in a sentence. That guy's got so much riz, he hasn't been single since he was in his mom's womb.
There it is.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about, kids. Riz is your urban word of the day.
That was the urban word of the day. Now you know.
Yeah, but see, now you got to use it in a sentence, and it's got to sound smooth when you do it.
Yeah, so like today when your kids are saying something like, oh, that guy is the coolest guy in the world, you just look at your kids and go, so he got all kind of riz? And they're going to be like, don't!
See, this is how it'll sound from me. My 17-year-old son will be telling me about somebody, and I'll say, yeah, but how much riz does he have, son?
Yeah, see. Don't do it so it's uncomfortable. Don't make it awkward.
Does he have any riz?
Does he have any riz? Is he rizzy? Is he rizzy? Look at King Louis is laughing. We sound like you guys are so uncool. It's okay. Our day was hot. It was cool, Daddy-O.
Yeah. He was cool, man.
It was so cool, man. It was cool, Daddy-O. Cool, though, kind of, it stuck around for a long time. Right?
It was big in the 70s.
Yeah, it was big in the 70s, but it stuck around. Like, it was there for a while.
Yeah.
You know, before it was Riz, it was Juice.
Juice, that's
Juice.
right. Before there was Riz, it was Juice. So, millennials were kind of the Juice, and the Alpha and the Gen Zs are the Riz.
And then with Gen Xers, it was rad.
It was rad, man. That's radical. That was rad. That's rad, bro. That's rad, man. Oh, that's so rad. Coming up.
Now that I'm in my 50s, I've gone back to, boy, that's swell.
Oh, geez, guys, that's just the bestest thing ever. Coming up, we've got a radical hour number 2. It is radical as well. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Belmont, and maybe do some Andy Ogles, who's trying everything to impress Trump. I feel like everything he does is to impress Trump. Talk a little bit about who knows what and all kinds of stuff. We haven't done any Colbert. We should do some of that as well.
Oh, yeah.
Colbert. You know, free speech is gone, apparently, or not. Jeez, you people are insane. Bunch of other good stuff. Trust us, we got all kinds of riz, and you'll find out what that is in hour number 2 of the program.